I am Andrea, your authentic image architect. I come to you with over 20 years of experience in the fashion industry all across Canada. But it wasn't until I left the industry that I discovered my own innate sense of self and style. And this is my story. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was a young teen sitting on the edge of my bed, hanging out with my girlfriends. We were flipping through fashion magazines, and they started comparing themselves to the models in the magazine, saying, I want to look like her. I want that thing. And I knew something was wrong, but I just froze because he didn't know what to say. When we're young, there's a lot of uncertainty. There's definitely a lack of confidence. And we are very, very susceptible to external things. Fast forward, I'm graduating from fashion design school. I knew I wanted to start my own business, but I went to work in the industry instead. While I gained super valuable experience and expertise, it wasn't my first choice, which might explain why I never quite felt like I fit in. That didn't stop me from trying to. I stepped into that proverbial box. I just couldn't get the lid to stay. Like, I really, really liked the idea of hiding my true self because it felt safe. Now, that translated into having a closet full of clothes that matched the brand I worked with at the time instead of matching me. Yet, I knew I just saw things differently. In addition to the skills and experience that I acquired, I saw what the industry was doing on a much bigger scale. Trends are created to keep us consuming over and over and over again, right? The way the industry works is literally meant to keep us in what I call the big three: confused, frustrated, and overwhelmed. The industry does not want us to look in. It does not want us to know who we are because then we're going to buy less. It wants us to stay in that box, to buy more decorations for the box, and some tape to keep that lid in place. Finally, when I went into business for myself, there was a huge, huge decompression period. I had to go inward. I had to give myself permission. I had to slow right down. I had stumbled a lot. I made tons of mistakes. I failed all kinds of things. I learned to access my full range of emotions, which is what allowed me to express my most authentic self. Fashion Your Life is an alternative to the industry. It is non-prescriptive, holistic that's in my approach to fashion and style, and I'm super proud of what I've created. Now, if there is one takeaway that you take from my story, it is this. When you find yourself in comparison mode, as we do, we're human, whether you're looking at a model on a runway or telling yourself that you're not enough, remember that capitalism lives off of our willingness to consume without question. It wants us to stay in that big three: confused, frustrated, and overwhelmed. And when we slow down, when we consume less and peel off the layers, it shows us who we are and provides us with the freedom to express our authentic self with alacrity. And remember, last but not least, you are worth it. Give yourself permission. You have tremendous value to add to this world. You deserve to live a life that you love. Consume less, express more. Fashion